Dalawa, tatlo. Guys,
Macau,
you're on live. Shut up. Live. What? No,
Welcome all to the press conference featuring Xipto Esports. Media, as usual, you'll be able to ask your questions to all players and the team coach during the press conference. State your name and outlet before asking a question. Obviously, if you're joining us in person, queue behind the mic to ask your question. If you're joining us remotely, use the hand raise function or drop your question via the chat. And without any further ado, we'll kick it off in the room for the first question.
Hello, my name is Sierra Zobi. I'm just a freelance esports commentator. My question probably is best to go to the coach. You guys came out really explosively by picking Pearl, one of the newest maps back in the rotation that hasn't been there in a while. How are you guys so confident with, like, a minimal time to prep on that map and pick it out right?
I think
why did you choose it? Yeah.
Okay, let me address like why we chose it.
Yeah.
We tend to just pick something fun to play for the first map, so that was our draft choice. It wasn't anything like strategic. It was just, Alexi, would you like to have fun? And then that we just kind of roll with it. As for, is there any follow up to it? Is it just the pick, or is there other things you'd like to know?
No, I think that covers it. You're good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, next question we'll go over to Sports Keita.
Hey guys, first of all, congratulations on the win. I'm Snee from Sportskeeda Esports. My question is for Eneri. So FlyQuest Red is only the second team this year that was able to secure a map win against your team. What do you think were the factors that allowed them to make today's series as close as it ended up being?
To be honest, I think the biggest factor why they sorry. I think to be honest, the biggest factor why they got a map on us is probably me. I'm probably gonna receive a lot of like nagging by my coach, but I mean to be honest, I deserve it. So yeah. I feel like we should have won in a clean manner today, like 2-0. But I mean sadly we didn't. So I'm sorry, coach. Don't be too angry. Okay?
I'm sorry,
I'll
coach.
I'll play better the next 4 days. Don't worry about it.
There's no anger. There's only TDMs.
Snug.
TVS.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, perfect. Next question we'll go over to Arnab.
Hey guys, this is Arnab, freelance journalist. My question is for Coach Kolbeck. I want to understand how, as a coach, you create game plans for your team, because the only two teams you have lost against is G2 Gozen and Team Liquid Brazil, that to last year. Apart from that, all the games have been flawless. As my colleague mentioned earlier, you just lost a single map against FlyQuest Red as well in a very long time. What has been the reason for such a dominating performance throughout the career of this whole team?
Okay, so I'm just addressing it in two parts. One, having a team that is generally like, if I tell them to go and murder people, just go and kill people, then they can. That helps a lot in strats, right? Also, not to put our region down, but I think in terms of APAC, it's one of like the lesser strat heavy regions. So if you have a team where your firepower is like one of the best and you have generally strats, you generally should not lose. Losing to FlyQuest today, or at least dropping around, I think it really shows like you don't really need like overly strong firepower, but just good map knowledge and good strats can carry you quite far. So the difference between last year and this team, I think, is just my captain, maybe a bit taller.
Alexi, no?
Yeah, but other than that, I think good synergy with the coach and players as well. There's a lot of respect to me, thankfully, as a coach, and I have a lot of respect for my players as well. As much as sometimes they do give me sense, but there is a lot of respect, so we synergize quite well as a team. Yeah.
Thank you, and all the best for your next match.
Thank you, Arnab. Pedro, go over to you now.
Hey guys, Pedro Romero, independent journalist. Likewise, congrats on the victory. Gotta send this one over to Alexi. Most most specifically focusing on the final rounds of map 3. Obviously, you guys were behind by around 5 rounds before clawing it back to be in position to win. FlyQuest then returned the favor by forcing overtime, and then in overtime, you guys came out on top. I want to ask you about how difficult it was during that time in which basically either team could have gone away with the victory. How difficult was FlyQuest in that time, and what pushed you guys forward ultimately as the winners?
I think for me, we quite lost in the few rounds of defending when they are like attacking us and just playing together. But luckily, we just adapted on their game style. So yeah, we just adjusted on their game style, then go on later. I mean, what I mean. And also because at the last map everything is like very stressed already, so I just kept telling them like, oh, can we calm down, and we just try to figure things out and then we work on later. So yeah.
Okay, thank you for the question. We'll go over to the room next.
Hello, Zobi again. This question can go to anybody, and we can even go down the line if you want. With your advancement in the upper bracket to the next round, you're either going to be facing off against Falcons Vega or Shopify Rebellion, obviously both featuring previous world champions, Mary just for Falcons Vega and then all of Shopify. Which team do you think you are going to be facing versus which team would you like to face off against and why?
Me first.
Yeah, sure.
I think the team that we will be facing is Shopify, and the team that I want to face also is Shopify, because I feel like I've been watching like Fluorescent play for like so long, but I've never got the chance to meet her. Like even when we were in Brazil, we never got the chance to like face Shopify. So I feel like it's a good opportunity for us to show what we've prepared. Yeah.
For me, I'm not leaning to any team. I'm just gonna watch for tomorrow, but I'm expecting SR to win. Yeah.
If it's me, like since I'm new here, I don't really know what to expect, but I think because they were like last year champions, so I think Shopify will win. And I really want to play them also to see like how far we've come along the year. So yeah.
Personally, I do want to play both of them in the future, but I think Shopify will win this next game because of firepower.
For me, I'm expecting SR to win also, but it'll be interesting also to play against Falcon.
I would also expect SR to win, but I feel depending on draft, Falcons have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. You only need to win 2 maps, guys. That's just 2 maps, guys, not 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Next question over to Anna, please.
Hi again, Navia. This question is for Tara. As Coach Gopal said, just continuing on that, that APAC has been a bit inferior in terms of making strats and stuff, and you guys did play on LAN in Thailand as well. But playing here as an IGL for the first time in a big international league, I'll say compared to your experience against playing against an experienced IGL, what do you think you noticed today as an IGL for the team?
As of right now, and since like the Pacific Game Changers, the IGL has been moved to Alexi, so I can focus more on myself because I mean I'm lacking 1 year of experience, but I'm here helping her as the second IGL to at least get an idea on like if she forgets something or like we can do anything else, like any suggestions I can give it to her. But yeah, I mean I think that question is supposed to be Alexi's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we were not expecting that. We were thinking that you were still the IGL for the team.
Yeah.
So thanks for that info and all the best to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Very last question now over to Pedro.
Thank you very much. Gonna stick over to. I'm gonna remain with Tara for this final question. More so talking about your journey to this point, not just focusing on this year particular, with your return to this SMG slash Xipto Corp, but more so past years in which you were a part of that team, but then Enery stepped in for your place, and then the team finished the year finishing fourth place on last year's championship. For you to return to the squad and be a key contributor to this team's run, not just in the domestic but also on the international side, how do you kind of look back on this whole process, and what do you think has been the most gratifying and also most difficult part for you?
I think because my teammates are all very supportive, they make it a bit easier. But since after my retirement, I lost most of my passion in the game, so that one is the hardest for me. Because like being champions and coming here, you need like a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work. But without passion, it's very hard. Like I need to kind of drag myself to it. But since my teammates are all very supportive, they like really, how to say, they're really good to me. So I also want to work with them. That's why it's easier for me to grind and like to just try to love Valorant again. But since now we're all here, we're just trying our best to win everything.
Excellent. Thank you very much for the question. And that concludes today's press conference with Xipto Esports. Thank you very much for joining us. Congrats on your win. And press, we will see you again tomorrow for the next day's action.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.